So you look around and you're alarmed to find that you don't recognize your nation. You were just living life and working hard to make the most of your situation. And then suddenly, all at once, as if it happened overnight, a wave of crazy swept the land and wrong was declared right. As far as the eye could see, lunatics popped up like shoots of grass, waging a war to cancel truth and seeking whom they may harass. They ball their bulbous fists and bang them on their knees, screeching out a mantra like we must die to save the trees. They demand we let our children be taught their evil ways so that they can groom the future generation to be trannies, bis, and gays. Groom is just a pet phrase for teaching to molest so that they can gorge themselves at will on the innocence of young flesh. These people spew vile hate, declaring their hearts are full of love. But if you watch their actions, you will see the truth, or rather the lack thereof. Their lives are full of sorrow. They hate who they've become, and they hate us more for pretending that there's nothing wrong with what they've done. The greatest injustice that exists is not murderous or treacherous. It is the cruel rule that which affects us is infectious. That the boy who's touched by men becomes a man who touches boys. And in this they are right, that their proclivities are not a choice. These wounds are not an accident. They are essential for their plans, to pollute the world with wounded men who develop wounding hands. It is not a seed of hate they plant, but rather it's a virus. It is unnatural or organic. It is a sinful root of blindness. To them, every truth becomes corrupt, and they are triggered by the light. Reality must be challenged, and all others must correct their sight. It is not enough to give them tolerance. You must be made to acquiesce. When they tell you what to think, the only answer can be yes. They will bind themselves unnaturally to conflicting ideologies, like feminism and Islam, without offering apologies. They will declare that all are racist, who challenge what they say, while arguing that blacks are just too stupid to get ID for voting day. They used to love the First Amendment. They screamed it all the time. But now that they control the internet, to speak against them is a crime. They rage against all laws that are designed to protect our borders, but insist that stores have rules to prevent the unvaxxed from placing orders. No one should tell a woman what she must do with her own body, unless, of course, she won't get vaxxed. Then in that case, force her promptly. Do you remember when you were a child? How the worst feeling was being bored. How you dreaded rainy days, for they forced you to stay indoors. Well, now they have given us a remedy. It fits perfectly in your hand. It changes you from a consumer to the product, and you are now the brand. They have shortened your attention span to less than half a minute, so that they can write your mental update, and you won't think to ask what's in it. They have dumbed us down because they have found the dull are more compliant. Any objective thought must be fought to keep us obedient and reliant. The madness came and chaos reigned, which caused this Homeric wreck. The method used was children abused, and it was with the assistance of big tech. The inmates are running the asylum now, and they're handing out free phones. How long before you cut the ties that unleash the madness upon your home?